Yo guys, Features Gaming here, and today I'm going to show you how to dispatch correctly in SCR on version 1.7.4. And there is a lot to cover, so make sure you get your notebook out to write down notes, and without further ado, let's get started. First off, let's start with a few key things on the platform that will help you dispatching. This is an off indicator, and it lets you know if the station signal ahead is on red or any of the others. When the off indicator is illuminated, the station signal is either on proceed, caution, or preliminary caution, meaning you can dispatch the train. However, if it does not show anything, the signal ahead is red and you must halt on dispatching. You may still click TRTS and check the interlock lights when the signal is red, but we will get onto that later. Another handy tool is this circle thing right here, known as a banner repeater. And this is like the off indicator, but it's slightly different. If the line through the middle is horizontal, it means the station signal is red. You must not dispatch the train. However, if it is like this in a kind of horizontal / vertical position, or at 45 degrees, the signal ahead is green or yellow and safe for you to carry out all procedures. If the train however spaz or overshoots the signal, causing the station signal to be red, then you are okay to dispatch the train no matter what the signal says. If you can though, just double check the actual signal just in case you're a little unsure, but once you get used to it, you'll be a pro in no time. Now let's talk about when you need to position yourself, then how to dispatch a train. When a train enters a station, they should stop at their correct car marker board, and you need to position yourself between the middle and rear of the train. So I recommend standing around 3/4 down the train from the front, and you need to face the front if there is no guard present. If a guard is present, then you need to position yourself between the front and middle of the train facing towards the guard, and make sure he can see you. Best tip I can give if you are dispatching and there is no guard at that time, keep checking behind you in case suddenly a guard appears, especially before you close the doors or dispatch. I will do 2 examples at the end of the video on dispatching with and without a guard. What you then need to do after positioning yourself is click TRTS, which means train ready to start, and you may do this if the station signal is on any aspect. Wait until the close doors button shows up, and you may click it if the signal ahead is on green or amber. Never click it if the signal ahead is red. This same procedure applies if a guard is present too. Next, after either the train driver or guard has closed the doors, you must scan down the entire train to see if you can see any orange lights, also known as interlock lights, and once again, you may do this step if the signal is red, so you have checked ready for when the signal changes. But if all of them are off and the signal is still on green or amber, you may click dispatch and the train can depart, and you must wait for the train to fully leave the platform. However, when dispatching with a guard, the rear coach's interlock light should be flashing at a consistent rate, not sporadically. Then you can click dispatch after checking that the signal is still green or amber, and once again, you must stay on the platform until the train fully leaves the platform, and you are not allowed to move either, even without a guard too. If you cannot see the train leave the platform due to your render distance, then hold fire for a few more seconds before leaving. As I said, you are not allowed to move, and you are not allowed to either while an animation is playing out. However, if someone accidentally taps you, causing you to look somewhere else, before doing the next step, reposition yourself so you are looking in the correct direction, then you may carry out your procedures. If the train either massively undershot their car marker or overshot the station, take a screenshot and make the best out of the situation. Even if you have to stand near to the rear of the train when dispatching, but as long as you are facing the guard and you have evidence that the train overshot the station, you will be fine. So now I've talked you through the procedures, let me talk you through some important information that you need to know when dispatching. So first off, headcode priority is the major one. As you should know from qualified driver training, a headcode is a train's information, telling rail operators what service the train is operating, destination of the train, and then finally, the 2 digits at the end is quite hard to explain, and we don't necessarily need to know either. We need to focus on the digit at the start, which will either be a 1, 2, 3, or 9. Now if I reshuffle the numbers ever so slightly, the headcode priority is 9, 1, 2, and then finally 3. So no matter what trains come to the station, you must always dispatch the train that is higher up in the priority list first, unless, let's say 2 connect trains enter and both have the same headcode 1, and one train was 4 minutes late and the other was only a minute. You would dispatch the later train first, then the other. So lateness is another factor, and you must always dispatch the later one first. And if you thought it could get any more complicated, operators are last in the priority list. So Express have the main priority, followed by Airlink, Connect, and finally Waterline. So if a late Connect head code 9R24 and an on-time Express head code 9L45, you would dispatch the Connect train first as it is the latest. However, if both of them were on time, you would dispatch the Express train first. It can get very complicated, but as long as you take your time, you should be good to go. Now, additional information, if you are dispatching at Stepford East, for example, and a train enters platform 1 and stops well, but then while you are dispatching that train, a train enters platform 2 and overshoots the station. You would then need to attend the train on platform 2, as if you didn't, the entire network around Stepford East would not be able to move. Make sure you screenshot the train overshot the station, just so you have photo evidence showing that a train has overshot if anything bad may happen. If a train with a higher priority enters the station while you are attending a train, what I would do is assess how much time you still need for the train that you are attending and how early or late the train is on the other platform and how long they would need to load up their passengers. And I would attend to the train that I feel is right, but this needs to be quick. So if I was dispatching a on-time Connect train head code 1P23 on the closed doors option and a late Express head code 9S29 enters the station, as long as the signal was still clear, I would still attend to the train I am with, as I would quickly think in my head the Express still needs to stop and load up their passengers, and if they have a guard, it would take longer. However, if that Express came in before I pressed TRTS with the Connect, then I would go over and attend the Express train first. Just saying, that is what I would do. So that is all of the information I can think of. If I have missed anything, then please let me know in the comments below. And if I have missed anything important, then I will leave a pinned comment with all of them. So now, let me show you how to dispatch a train with and without a guard, without any cuts, and I will commentate over it. Okay, here is the train. Arriving onto platform 2.
Platform 2 for the 10:43 Stepford Connect service to West.
Hopefully they stop in the correct
calling at
place.
City. This train has 5 coaches.
Now I'm going to stand in my dispatching place about here. Click TRTS as I'm ready to go. Once the train is ready. Okay, the closed doors option is there. Signals are green, so we can close the doors. If it was red, then I would have had to have waited for these signals to change. Check the interlock lights. Yeah, there's no orange lights. Signals are still green. Dispatch. And then I wait until the train fully leaves the platform. And there you go. That is how to dispatch a train correctly without a guard. Now let me show you how to dispatch with a guard. And here's the train again. Entering platform 2.
Platform 2 for the 10:48 Stepford Connect service to West Wyvern. Calling
And as you can see, there's a guard on board.
Edgemead, Famere, West Coast, Newcastle Race.
Let me just run up here quickly.
And West.
And they should open their door and get out.
This train has 5 coaches.
Just like so. I go stand in my correct car marker, or my correct position. Open the doors, or no, click the train to get ready to close the doors and whatnot. TRTS, I am ready to go. I'm going to have to look back at this signal because I cannot see the off indicator. Okay, so the close doors option is here. Signal is green, so let's close the doors. And they should close the doors. Okay, the signal is still green. Let's just quickly scan the train for the interlock lights. The guards one should be flashing at that consistent rate. Let's just reposition myself quickly. Signal still green. Dispatch. And they should get into their guard thing, which they have done. And off they go. Wait until the train fully leaves. And that is how you dispatch a train with and without a guard. So that is how to properly dispatch trains in SCR, so I hope it helped you out if you are either revising to be a dispatcher or just starting out. Just make sure to read through the official dispatcher guidebook and don't use my video primarily for your revision, as this is not an official guide on how to dispatch. Make sure to leave a like on this video if you did enjoy it, and consider subscribing to see more content, as it really helps out the channel. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video or stream, but until then, take care and peace out.